Hello and welcome to RJ World Diaries. I'm your host Reena and I'm thrilled to have you here today. In this episode of English Cooking Podcast, we are diving into the culinary art of making roti and sabji at home. This episode is tailored for English learners who wants to expand their vocabulary in the kitchen, learn precise culinary terms, and pick up cultural insights into Indian cooking. We'll walk you through each stage of preparing these traditional dishes, covering essential techniques and language such as kneading and rolling dough, tempering spices, sauteing vegetables, and achieving the perfect texture and flavor balance in every bite. You will learn phrases commonly used in English speaking kitchens, as well as specific cooking actions and terms relevant to Indian cuisine. Whether you are looking to follow an authentic Indian recipe or just boost your culinary vocabulary, this episode will enrich your cooking skills, vocabulary, and confidence. By the end, you will be able to describe each step in fluent, expressive English. So, here we start with step by step cooking instructions. If you want to teach someone how to prepare roti and sabji, begin with instructions how to knead the dough, such as in large bowl, take some cups of atta, that is flour, as per your need. Add a pinch of salt and a teaspoon of oil to the flour. Adding oil is optional, but it helps keep the roti soft for a longer time. Rub the flour and oil together using your fingers until the mixture has a breadcrumb like texture. Now gradually add water to the flour mixture and begin kneading. Start with a little water and add more as needed. Use your knuckles to press the dough, kneading it until it becomes soft and smooth. The dough should not be sticky. If it is too sticky, it will be very hard to roll out, and if the dough is stiff, then you will end up getting chip type, hard to eat rotis. So it should be fairly soft and non sticky dough. If you think your dough is too sticky, then sprinkle some more flour, and if you think your dough is too stiff, then sprinkle some more water. You may need more or less water to make it perfect dough. Now allow it to rest so that the dough becomes more manageable to roll out. Once rested, the dough is ready to be rolled into balls, flattened and cooked on tawa or skillet to make rotis. So now let me tell you how we can make rotis at home. So let's start. Firstly, divide the dough into small golf ball size portions and roll them into smooth balls. Now take a dough ball, flatten it slightly between your palms, then dip it lightly in dry flour to prevent sticking while rolling. Place the flattened dough on a rolling surface and using a rolling pin, roll it into a circle about 6 to 7 inches in diameter or in desired size. Try to keep it thin and even in thickness. This helps the roti puff up when cooking. If the dough sticks to the rolling surface, dust it with little dry flour. Now, to cook the roti, heat the tawa. Place it on medium high heat. Once hot, place the rolled roti on the pan. After a few seconds, when you see teeny bubbles forming, flip the roti to cook the other side. You should see light brown spots. After flipping again, use a clean cloth or spatula to press gently on the roti's surface. This helps it puff up. Once it's lightly golden and has puffed up, it's done. There is one optional step. You can also place the cooked roti directly on an open flame for a few seconds for an extra puff and light charring. But be cautious if you are new to this technique. Now drizzle a dash of oil on the roti, means apply some amount of oil on the roti and spread evenly for added flavor if desired, and serve hot with sabji, dal, or any dish of your choice. So, this is how we can make a roti. I hope you now have an idea of the kind of sentences we can use while describing the process of making roti. Now that we have our roti ready, let's explore how to make a delicious sabji to pair with it. I'll walk you through some essential vocabulary and techniques for preparing a classical Indian vegetable curry or sabji at home. So these are the step-by-step guide for making a basic vegetable sabji. Begin by washing and chopping your vegetables into bite-sized pieces. Common vegetables for sabji includes potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, peas, or bell peppers. You can use a single vegetable or a mix, depending on your preference. Now let's start. Heat a small amount of oil in a pan on medium heat. Once the oil is warm, add a few whole spices for flavor. Common choices include cumin seeds, mustard seeds, or bay leaves. Let the spices sizzle for a few seconds until they release their aroma. This step is known as tempering the spices, which enhances the flavor of the dish. After that, add chopped onion, ginger, and garlic to the pan. Saute these aromatics until they turn golden brown. Means ingredient until they turn golden brown, which helps build the base of the curry flavor. Next, add chopped tomatoes and a pinch of salt. Cook until the tomatoes break down into paste like consistency. Sprinkle in your ground spices, that is, turmeric powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, and red chili powder. Stir well, allowing the spices to blend with the tomatoes and aromatics. This mixture is called the masala. Now add your chopped vegetables to the pan, mixing them well with masala. If the vegetables need moisture to cook, add a little water. Cover the pan with a lid and let the vegetables simmer on low to medium heat. Stir occasionally to ensure even cooking. Once the vegetables are tender, season with the salt as needed. A dash of garam masala will add a warm, robust flavor. Garnish with fresh coriander leaves for a bright, fresh finish. And you are ready to serve your sabji hot with roti, rice, or prantha. Enjoy your homemade flavorful vegetable curry. And thank you for joining me in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the art of making sabji and picking up some essential cooking vocabulary along the way. This concludes our cooking vocabulary. If you have been following along, I would love to hear how these episodes have helped you in your kitchen adventures. Stay tuned for the next episode where we will explore another fascinating topic. Until then, keep learning, experimenting, and most importantly, enjoying the process.